Hey y'all, something a little different is with the updates in TFCraft we have actually regenerated a new world, and I have some video clips and stuff to put together for a nice little here's how we explored and found our new place to build. But for now I thought I'd show you guys this. This is FTL. It's currently in a closed beta, but they've given us permission to record videos and post them and such. So what I'm going to do here is just take a quick little peek at it. I've played the tutorial and a couple of rounds, so I generally have a good feel of the game. I can tell you it ranges from frustratingly difficult to somewhat easy, and that's all within the same playthrough and such. So I'm just going to start here. Going to rename our ship, since I am a Firefly fan. Going to call my ship Serenity, and I'm going to make Mal. Jane. Actually, Zoe would make more sense. Kaylee. So I can't do a dash or anything, so a little apostrophe there, or grav is there, is going to have to suffice. So there's my crew. Here is my ship. My basic stats. Here's the weapon control, the amount of system power I can dedicate to weapons, system power I can dedicate to the engines, the shields, the oxygen, the health bay, the sensors, the door systems, and the piloting. So it's all the different locations and such that I can be in, and I'm kind of in like a little hangar-y thing here. So the basic premise of this game is we have some critical information. We have to get it from the rebels to, or away from the rebels, and to a location where it can be used. So I'm going to leave the game on normal, and I believe I can't change the color, or I haven't found a way as of yet. But we'll just go here. So, the data you carry is vital to the remaining Federation fleet. The rebels are in hot pursuit, so head to the exit beacon as soon as possible. Gives you a quick little tip about ion weapons, which depower and lock a system for a time. If they hit the enemy shields, they deal stun damage directly to the shield system. So you'll see these little tips when you start up the game every single time. And this is basically the ship here. Normally, you'd be able to see a bit more of it, but because we're in a nebula is where we started this time around, we won't be able to see anything, and that's what you can get here from the danger, is what environmental effects there are in the current area. So inside of a nebula, our sensors don't function, but it does slow down the rebel fleet that's attacking us. So the first thing I want to do is just move people into their location. So select Kaylee here, and I want her to go into the shield room, which is this icon there. And Jane, or Zoe wants to go into the weapons room here. And what this will do is when I light up my weapons here, you can see above the little stacks, this is the a person that can man this area. And I have Kaylee in the shields, and Zoe in with the weapons, and Mal is in with the ship. So his little icon is over here. And basically what you're trying to do is you're trying to get this ship in one piece to the right. So in this particular map, we're circling the sector 1 down here, and this is an overall civilian sector, so that's pretty good. And we want to make it over to here, so this is the exit beacon. This will allow us to travel to the next sector, and there's just a series of sectors that we go along with. So I'm going to pick... Well, they're both in the nebula. I'll just go here. And that used up a piece of fuel and takes us to another area. So let me see. Every time you go to an area, you reach an event, so something happens. Heavily damaged Federation ship is hiding in the nebula at this beacon. Before you have time to make contact with them, they fade into the nebula. So I can either attempt to follow them or let them try and handle it themselves. Since they're on my side, I'm going to try to attempt to follow them. And that didn't work. I stumble upon a rebel ship, which the Federation loyalists were likely hiding from, and I get to go fighting. So I'm going to immediately pause it by pressing space. He apparently has a defense drone that's just off the edge here. But here's his weapon systems, here's his shields. His overall hull, but he only has one shield level, so that's actually good news for us. I'm going to select the Artemis gun and target his weapon systems, and the burst laser and target his weapon systems, so that way he won't be able to fire at us. And just unpausing the game, letting these little bars charge up. I don't know if he's actually going to strike down my missile. We will see in a moment though. Oh, looks like he can strike down my Artemis, so we won't be using that. I'm going to keep up with the lasers though, and I'm going to target the shields now. And, oh, missing a lot. That's not good. Oh, I almost got it. I am not having very good luck here. It does look like I took down the shields though. I don't know how fast I'll be able to repair them. Yeah, oh, it's gonna try and get away. One more blast. If all these hit, we'll take it down, however. So far my shields are holding. Offer some cargo. I don't really need missiles. Fuel is pretty good, but that's awfully low on scrap. Since he wouldn't let us surrender, we shall just take him out. Ooh, 11 scraps. I got a little bit more. Drone and the same fuel. No missiles, but overall I'd take the extra scrap any day. So, no damage, nothing really to repair. Event is done. We can just jump on to the next one. And I'm just gonna definitely get out of this nebula. I want my sensors working. Remarkable binary system. The view is beautiful, but nothing much else. So that just used up a fuel, got us a little bit closer. The trick is trying to plot a direction across space, and also still give you enough to encounter so you can get resources, but also so you can keep on going and not get stuck without any fuel. One merchant is mass broadcasting a request a mercenary ship to aid him. Let's give a response. Worried but no one responded. Carrier is late. Deliver cargo of drone parts to a small station. I'll pay you a bit of scrap now, but they will surely tip you generously. Sure, we can just drop something off. Added a quest marker. Running out of options, so I have no choice to trust you. I have to agree to do. So everything still looks pretty good. Let's jump. So the quest is over there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not too bad. Let's see what we'll run into along the way. So it's turn-based, which is pretty cool. So after a short time, you receive a message. Hello, I hope it's not a bother, but I'm looking for an escort in a nearby system. This region is quite dangerous, and our ship is not well armed. Looks like another quest, so we get a fuel for this one. That makes our jumps cost one less. We'll be one step behind you, following your jump signatures. Don't want to take any risks now, do we? Alrighty. Where do they want me to go? Oh, not too much further out of the way, actually. That works out pretty well. Location given to you by the merchant. You're supposed to deliver to the drone parts. You find a small research station that's putting out a distress signal, saying there's no response to your hails. Might as well dock. Signs of a great struggle. Scientists lie dead where they fell, brutally dismembered. You grab a few research drone parts lying on the desk and leave quickly. So we got a drone and a little bit of scrap. I guess that's the end of that quest. We'll go and finish off this one. Probably have a battle of some kind here, I'd imagine. No. Ship rescue jumps by, they thank you and offer you a reward. Some missiles, some nice fuel, and scrap. Very well done. Very, very. Alright, so now we have a fair amount of scrap. So I'm actually going to go into the ship, and this is where we can spend the scrap. The prices are down here. And upgrade the varying areas of the ship. So the one that I really like to focus on, actually, is the shields here. And they require a 50 to actually get to the next shield level. So 20 for the first one. 30 for the second one. this will give us a second shield bar, which is very, very handy, but it does require more energy, so I'm not entirely sure we can actually use it as of yet. But I am going to actually accept that as my changes. So this gives me the extra little bar down here. Now if I actually turned that off, I would be able to do the second shield. And now you can see I have 2 shield bars, or dots I suppose, up in the top left hand corner. But for now, the lasers are somewhat important. I can always, you know, like when we're in combat, shut down the engines, shut down the med bay, increase the shields, and just hope for the best, but it all comes down to just balancing out the resources and such. So, here is the rebels coming after us. Here's the warning bar, things tend to get dangerous and such. We're almost out of this sector, however. So we'll go right here, and just evaluate from here where to go at the end. Oh, combat again. Guarding this beacon, you order a pursuit course and prepare to scratch up one more. So, combat time. No drone this time around, so we will be able to use the Artemis on the weapons and the burst laser on the weapons. So that should disable their weapons after the first volley. Generally will make it easier, especially when they have 3 of them. And here we go. Oh! So I paused the game. I'm going to send him in there to heal that so I can see what's going on with my ship again. But I did take out their weapons. All their weapons have tucked back underneath, so that means they will not be able to fire. So we'll just set up another volley here, but I'm not going to do the Artemis. I want to try and save my missiles for the times when I really need them, like the missiles and such can go through their shields and just hit directly. So that's a very, very handy thing to be able to do, especially if they have more shield values, where my little pulse laser can only shoot 3 times. So if they have 3 shield values, I'm not really going to be getting through. So, ooh, he'll run in and stop a fire. Did not know that was burning. Oh, that was enough though. Still kept it damaged, so their engine or their weapons are still offline. You can see somebody moving, and they're going into repair. Ship appears to be powering up its drive. It's trying to escape. What are they doing? Wish I could tell better. Alright, we'll just take them out before they run. Alright, ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap. So I got 17 scrap, a drone part, and 3 fuel. That's actually a really good haul. Now, however, I see that Mal is harmed. So up to the med bay for a little repairing. His health will come back up. Kaylee also had a little bit of a firefight. There we go. Everybody is right as rain. All things shiny. And we're ready to carry on. Nice. Because that went so well, they're so far back, I'm actually going to hit here real quick. Maybe get us a little more resources. I could actually use another 20 or so. Discover a nearby planet speckled with settlements, although none respond to your hails. I guess they just don't like me. So, this is what I could use the extra energy for, is I'm going to increase my power reactor. So, another bar. This adds in a free one over here. It's like I can assign it to the jump drive if I need to, or the engines. But I'm hoping to get a second one so I'll be able to power up my shields and my weapons at the same time. So let's just jump to our final destination here. Arrived at the long-range beacon. When the FTL drive is charged, we can jump to the next sector. Oh, and they'll offer to repair my ship for me. I only have 2 points of damage. That's a bit more than I want to spend for it, so I'm going to ignore the station and just jump on out. So off to the next sector. So I have a choice between an uncharted nebula. This means that almost every single area in here is going to have sensors that don't work, or a civilian section. Unfortunately, it then looks like I have a lot of hostility to go to before I get to my final destination here. I'm still going to go for the NG controlled sector though. You arrived in NG space. The fall of the Federation has brought tough times for these robotic life forms, but they're usually willing to help. So now we can just see what this sector holds for us. Oh, a store. I don't really have much scrap, and I don't have anything to sell as of yet. Ooh, this might be a hard run no matter which way I go. Try out this way. Auto Scout neutral. An advanced rebel automated ship station remains near a small rebel space station. Sensors indicate it's a storage vessel. Ooh, for military goods. Attack the automated ship to get the storage cache. Sounds pretty good to me. So it pulls out its weapons, but it has no shields. That's actually really good news for us. So all we need to do is take that out. And our shields should be able to hold off its attacks pretty well. Oh, is that an energy shot? Did 1 damage to our hull. But now, as long as I can keep the weapons down, this should be a fairly easy win. Oh, right there. Nice. Investigate the station. Got 20 scrap from the ship. Another 14 scrap and a system repair drone. So I don't have a drone system yet. You can buy those at stores. They're kind of expensive. But what I did get is enough for another reactor. So there we go. Extra 2 energy into the shields. So now we get the 2 bars all the time. That was really like perfect there. So I can go down to the store. I could actually sell the drone and repair the ship. Yeah, I think I'll head that way. See what they have for sale. Your scrap ours, our weapons for you. You are about to raise the shields when you realize that it's just an NG trader looking to trade. Nice. So drone control. This is what I was saying would allow you to control drones, but I don't have 80. Crew teleporter would be neat because I'd be able to beam guys aboard their ship, but again, I don't have that. But this is what I meant by saving money for fixing, is I can repair my entire hull for 2 scrap for each point. So a total of 6 scrap will put me all the way back up. And this would be really awesome. An extra crew member. Oh. No exceptional skills. But I have a drone here that's not doing anything, so that would get me up to 26, which is still not enough to buy. Even if I hadn't fixed my ship, I would have been at 32. It's very frustrating. I would really like another crew member because they really do help out. Ah well, not to be this time I suppose. I can always jump back if I need to. So, actually yeah, let's stick it in the area. You are greeted by a rare sight, a mantis ship that appears not to have noticed you. Choose your tactics. Mantis. I do believe these are the enemy of the NG, and since they're somewhat friendly to me, I might as well just outright attack. And that looks mean. Oh, those look mean. Let's take out their weapons. You'll see me doing that strategy quite often. I usually go weapons, then shields. Or if they have like an attack drone or something, and then I'll do that one as well. Oh, well, I was able to touch down their shields, but that hurt. Let me do that. Take out their shields. Nice. 23 scrap, that's a good amount. 1 fuel, 1 thing. Ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap metal. So now, if I go back to the store... Ooh, they are catching up, so yeah, let's definitely head back to the store. And now, I can sell my drone. And who do I want? Maria? Graffin? Or Yoan? I'm gonna go with Graffin just because Maria looks like a guy, and I'm pretty sure that's not a guy. So now we got a 4th member. Nice. Just because I can have somebody else try and boost the engines here, I'm gonna have that person go back there. And now we're ready to jump. Actually, let's get another extra fuel. So they have 4 in their inventory, cost me 3 each. Just take 2 of those. And fix the rest of my ship. Off we go, keeping ahead of the rebels. Which is kind of odd since my ship is called Serenity. You inform a nearby station of your flight from the rebels. They offer to outfit your ship with a weapon and wish you well. So I have a healing burst. I wonder what that does. Bomb weapon requires a missile. Heals and nearby crew members can be targeted on your own ship. That's pretty nice. Might have to make use of that as the time goes by. So let's jump on out of here. 2 stores, that's not of interest. I need encounters to get more raw materials. Waterfalls, it would be of little interest to the engineer by. Jump. Ooh, distress call. See what's happening here. You file a distress speaking to a small asteroid belt. You find a ship struggling. They message you, help, our shields are down and don't know how much longer. You succeed in preventing them from being entirely destroyed, but your ship took a number of hits in the process. They offer you some scrap and fuel for helping them out. Nice. The 27 scrap is very nice, and the 3 fuel is excellent. Let's just continue there. So for the ship now, one extra thing here. Gives us an extra energy bar to use for our weapons. If I can get another one in the reactor, that'll allow us to heal up, or charge up the heal as well. So that could definitely be handy. Let's jump out. Says there's still a distress call. I wonder if that's just a bug. So we're heading down towards our jump point now. Jumped, you're hailed urgently by an NG science vessel in the distance. We froze that you do not see the creatures. There's nothing on the scanner, which is when you realize you can't see the creatures because you're inside it. Jump away ASAP. Yeah, I don't want to be inside of something. Yeah. Several scans reveal a large asteroid belt. If you're nearby, short-range scanners may discover something useful while we wait for the FTL to recharge. Do a little exploring. Oh, a pirate ship. Nice. He's got some guns, he's got some shields. Looks like he only has 2 weapons, though. Pretty nice hull. Let's continue on. Let me see. Use the Artemis on that, burst on there. This is where my heavier shields are probably going to come in very handy, protecting me against the asteroid belts. There we go, keeping their weapons down. Powering up its drive, but it's not gonna matter. 1 fuel, 1 drone, 22 scrap, not bad at all. Although I wish I was not in the asteroid belt then. I think my shields will hold. It's not gonna let me upgrade my ship until I'm out of danger. That was my headset dying. Which means I should also probably end this video pretty quickly. You arrive at the long-range beacon as soon as it's charged. Oh, sensors pick up a distress call on an encrypted Federation channel. You eventually find a Federation scout being chased by a rebel fighter. Let's give them aid. They're charging up their weapons here. Oh, he has a defense drone. Grrr. So that would get rid of the drone. As long as I can penetrate their shields. As soon as I get rid of the drone or disable the drone, I'll be able to launch a missile, so I want this ready. Looks good. That way. Nice. Let's keep their drone down. only have 3 missiles left, so I want to be careful. Oh, and I only fired the missiles. That was not what I meant to do. Yikes. Yeah, my shields will protect me from everything except for that. Alright, let's not take any more damage. And of course I miss. Two missiles, 1 fuel, 15 scrap. I'm not sure that was worth it. Birds and destruction's life signs are fading. Quickly try to rescue. Yay! Oh, despite my efforts, the majority do not survive. The sole survivor offers to join your crew. Nice. And helps me strip the new, now derelict ship of useful components. Ah, so I got an extra crew member. 3 missiles, a fuel, and 13 scrap. So, while I didn't save everybody, I now have Matt. Matt is only 50 health. That's odd. What? Oxygen is low? Oh, fix this. Yeah, they're all closed. Oh, it's going back up. Good. So we can go back to weapons. Actually, let's heal Gaffin up. Back to the engines. And how do I see their stats, I wonder? Oh, wait, ship. Crew, here we go. Matt. Ah, he's a Zoltan. Close allies of the NG, their innate energy is strong enough to power ship systems. So, provides power to an occupied system. I think that would give me an extra energy in my weapons area. So let me send him, here. Mal can go back and pilot the ship. Zoe, go into the ship as well. Nice, so I do think that gave me an extra energy just from having him on board. I'll just leave Zoe in the middle of the ship because that's a pretty good place in case somebody lands and boards on me. I'll have an area to go. Looks pretty good. So I'm actually going to call this here. Actually, I'll just jump to the next sector here. Rebel controlled, Mantis controlled. Yeah, might as well keep our options open going forward. Entered a poorly charted area known to be home to the Mantis. Ensure your hull plating is up to scratch and that you have enough fuel to make it through. So I hope we are. Oh, fairly empty. Nice big galaxy there. The exit's way up on top though. So to my knowledge there is no way to save this game. Oh, asteroid belt. Oh, and the pirate doesn't care. Rebel automated scout, of course he doesn't, but he has no shields, so this will be a very, very easy fight. 1 to continue. I'm just going to use my lasers on his weapons. Nice, look at that. He's already down 3. Yep, we'll just keep using the lasers if he even makes it that far. And 1 more hit from a meteor. That was actually really easy. 3 fuel, nice. 1 drone, and 29 scrap. I need to wait for my drive to charge up though. I wonder what I can do with this ship. Oh, it won't let me do it because I'm in a dangerous zone. Oop. Let's get out of here. Although that looks like I might be going to another... Nope, cool. Mantis fighter, it's neutral. Warship is waiting in ambush at your intended coordinates. The crew is relieved to note that you've jumped some way off the mark. Nice. 1 shield, pretty good hull. And I'm greedy for the resources. So, Artemis and Burst, I have 6 missiles. So if I do the Artemis on the shields, and then the lasers on the... Ooh, he has a landing pad. That means I might get invaded. Yep, there we go. Intruders. Mal needs to go deal with the intruder. So the good thing about this is that I'm actually going to have some extra health while I'm in here. I got most of their weapons offline, it would seem. Let's continue the barrage. Keeping a close eye on my combat here. Oh, they are not being nice to my gun room. Ooh, down to 50%. And I'm not paying attention, that's what I'm not doing. So let's put that down, that down. Male has 100 health, let's see if we can't get our 50% back. Zoe's good where she is. Oh, my missile missed. It's never what you want to see. And this should be the end of them. Huh. Wonder what happened to their shields. They took them down. Good news for me, bad news for them. So 2 missiles, 1 drone, 29 scrap. That's pretty good. But I took a lot of damage. Yeah, quite a bit of damage. Maybe I should do a shield. Would need more energy. But I think that could be manageable. You know, if I take down the medbay when I don't need it, add in the shield, that would work. So anywho, I'll do another video or so of this. Maybe I'll get further along in the next playthrough and just, you know, kind of show this off. They have asked us to warn that there can be spoilers in here. I don't think I've gotten far enough to the right on the overall menu for anything to actually happen, because I really don't know what could be spoiled. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this. I know it's a little different than what was there before, but I've been really looking forward to this game. Huge fan of the roguelike games, and you know, you're looking at the sector map as the different rooms that you can go and explore, and it's how much do you explore versus how much do you head towards your destination. And it's just trying to balance it all out with your fuel, your resources, your people. So talk to you later.